How you going, guys? Curtis from Cutting Edge Engineering. Today we're going to be getting a few more jobs ticked off the list on our Frenocrane project. We've got some new parts cut and our revised transmission cover, so we're going to get started with that. First thing we need to do is tack the corners and then we can test fit it. So that fits exactly the way we want it to. The heights and all the angles match up perfectly. Next thing we're going to test fit is the front hinge plate that the transmission cover is going to be attached to. It's only like a mil. Just touching. So that's not quite fitting. I'm just going to grind a mil off each side. So that fits perfect. I'm really happy with how everything looks. Now we're going to get it all off because I've got a couple of ribs I want to tack into the bonnet just to help support it a little bit more. And we've got something for the grille and the cutouts in the back. With that done, while we're at this end, we're going to tack in the flat bar, and that is what the transmission cover is going to sit on to hold down the bonnet. Now we've got all our flat bar tacked in position, I'm just going to cut these tabs off the side of the bonnet. Alright guys, so with all that done, now we're going to deal with the cutouts on the side. So a lot of you had some great comments and suggestions about putting mesh in there, because I did mention about putting it in the back grille to stiffen it up, but I'm not going to be doing that, so I'm not going to be adding mesh to the sides. And instead of just trying to put a piece in there to fill that triangular gap, what we're going to do is replace the rib entirely. So with that sorted, now we're going to sort out the grill. And I decided against the mesh because after looking at what was available and on the market, I didn't think any of them would look very good. I think it would have looked a little bit tacky and a bit of an afterthought. What I'm going to be using instead of mesh is 2 pieces of material I've had cut to suit the same profile as the grill. And once these are tacked in, because of the design of them, it's going to look like there's nothing there at all. Righto guys, that's our bonnet completely tacked together. I'm really happy with it and I'm glad I decided to cover up those cutouts. Now it looks complete where before it looked unfinished, and what we did to the grill has definitely eliminated the wobble. So that's it for the bonnet for now. Obviously we need to weld it out and sort out the hinges, but the next thing we're going to do is get on to doing the tail lights. So if you remember from the last video where we were doing the tail lights, I originally wanted to go with a vertical light inspired by the Mac 25, where Karen wanted to use the existing horizontal pocket. So it's been decided we're going to do them horizontal. But the problem we had is we couldn't find a tail light that would fit in here perfectly. So we did look at a few different options and styles. One was a rectangular truck tail light, but that didn't really look good. We also looked at the round lights, but that didn't really work out either. But what we ended up finding was a tinted LED tail light that nearly fits in there perfectly. We will just need to add a support plate to mount the tail light and fill in that little gap. But before we can move on to fitting those, we need to try and get a new wiring tube through the counterweight. And to give ourselves the best chance of doing that, I'm going to be using a 20mm masonry bit, and I need to machine up a piece of rod so we can make an extension for it. So that's our drill extension made. We don't want to break this off in the counterweight because it would be permanently installed. I wouldn't be able to get it out, and that would mean we'd have to look for a new option for our tail lights.
Okay. So
No. You can see the drill.
yeah.
Okay. Double speed.
Oh my gosh.
So I did manage to get the drill to go all the way through the counterweight. Unfortunately, the mineral sand is just filling that cavity and we're not really going to get anywhere doing it like this. Ideally, I want to run one steel pipe from the tail light all the way into the wheel arch, but we can't keep putting time into this considering we're not really getting anywhere. So we're going to resort to another option, which is using air brake pipe off a truck and see if we can get that all the way through. And if we can, we'll seal it at both ends.
See how far we get. What? What's wrong?
3 meters there. That's not even a meter.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. That was 3 meters long.
Okay, where did that go? What in the world? That went somewhere else. I think it's just clogged itself. Oh, geez. Okay. What's happening? I can't see it, I can hear it though. Oh wait, there it is. Hang on, stop. Wait, stop. It's like bent in on itself. Where'd it go? Oh, okay, it needs to come to towards the right, towards this way more. Okay. Wait, like straight ahead.
Now stick the screwdriver. Use to hold that screwdriver there.
Right there.
Yep, I'm going to pull the inner one out and push the plastic.
Oh!
Where's the plastic?
Yay! It's out.
Make it through?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to pull the inner one out now. So we've got some success, we've got the pipe through the counterweight, and because this is air hose, we do have a pretty big variety of fittings we can use. So we can actually cut this off level, put on a push quick connector with the wiring running through it, have everything sealed, and run it back into the engine bay. So with the pipe in this side, we're gonna see if we can do it in the other side.
Ah, there's a Spidey.
Can you see the end of it?
No.
Pull that out.
That's almost the whole way. What the hell? It's got to be going up too far.
It does go up.
Because I can't
But
see it.
It actually goes over here.
Yes,
Doesn't go
okay.
over there. So we might run the drill back through there.
Righto. Yeah. Let's see. Ah, yes, yes, success.
So here we go.
Oh. Is that end okay?
It's fine.
Nice. Yep. There we go. Maybe a little further if you can.
That's all I got.
Okay. That's good. Uh-huh. Well, that's it.
Alright, so we're going to call this one a win. We have successfully got both tubes through the counterweight for our taillight wiring. It's not the way I would have liked to have done it, but this is definitely going to work. Unfortunately, there is still a little bit of rust damage in there. We're not going to spend any time on that, cutting it out and trying to replace that material. What we're going to do is something nice and quick. We're going to cut a new piece of plate to go in there and cover that up. And then when we fully weld it, it'll be fully sealed and won't allow moisture to get back in there and do any more damage. And the plate we're going to be using to cut our parts from is the old transmission cover that didn't work out.
Solid.
Now that we've got them primed, we can get them fitted and weld them in place. Just like that.
Lovely.
Oh, come on.
Look how much better that looks. That's amazing.
So that's our cover plates welded in. Not ideal welding conditions, but that looks 100% better than what we started with. Now we can get on to fitting the tail light brackets. So I did get Troy to draw these slightly oversized. Because the light pockets aren't exactly square, we can trim these up and make them a perfect fit. So I got that first bracket welded in. I did have a few issues welding through that primer on the frame. So on the next side, I'm going to grind off the paint, and after everything's been welded, we can repaint it. So that's our second bracket welded. Now we're going to test fit the tail lights. When we install them, because we can't get in behind them to do up the nuts, the way they will be held in place is 4 rubber grommets in the laser cut holes, and then we will have friction pins on the threads of the tail light where they get pushed into place and locked in position. Then if we ever need to remove them, we just pull them out. Righto guys, so the tail lights fit in there exactly how we wanted them to, and I'm really happy that they are flush with the counterweight and they're not protruding. And I think once the crane is painted and the lights get powered up, they're going to look pretty cool. And now that they're fitted on the crane, I'm really happy we decided to go with the style. So with those things ticked off the list, the rear frame is really starting to come together. I'm really happy with the changes and the upgrade to the design that we have made, but there is still quite a lot to do. We still need to make the hinges, do a little bit of work to the engine. We have all the pipe work in the engine bay to be done, as well as fitting the new saddle to mount the hydraulic pump, just to name a few. So keep your eye out for the next Frana-Crane video. Thanks for watching. How you going guys? Curtis from Cutting Edge Engineering. Today we're going to be getting a...
The timing.
Wait, am I starting with righto, guys? Righto, what? Righto, guys, so they fit in there exactly how we wanted them to. Fuck me. What was after that? Righto, guys, so I'm really happy with the fitment of the tail lights. The way they sit just... Oh, fuck me.
Just start again.
It's not going to get any better. Oh, fuck me. Where am I going? Help. Do you need a break?
No?
Righto. And once they're tacked in, it'll help support it and eliminate any of the flexing.
Oh my god.
I'll get rid of that.
I'll be the sticker remover person. Yay. Oh, dang it.
Ah.
Fuck off, Russell. So that's our flat bar tacked in position.
What the hell? Rainbow lorikeets. Wait, it's a hawk, that's why. What is that? Something big. Oh, look at all the ibis. It's a whole flock.
More over there.
Oh my god.
The majestic bin chicken.
Look at it, soaring. Wow. Oh, look at them all. Whee! Can we move that spider? Hang on, he needs a new home. Come here, little fella. Wait, is that one dead? Wait, is that it? Is that dead? Oh, it's there.
Little fella.
Hey, he's on my boot. Shake him off. There he goes. Bye bye.